We're on page 153. So let's make sure we have our books out to page 153 and we'll get started. So it says there is an equal chance of getting heads or tails when flipping a coin. And it says to state whether these statements are true or false and to explain our answer. So if we think about a coin, there really are only two options. We can either get heads or tails. So for this one, for part A, we should say true. And for our explanation, we could say there is a 50% chance of getting, or of flipping, I guess you could say, either one, heads or tails, heads or tails. Okay, so that's the answer that you should write for part A, and make sure you write the explanation in addition to writing true, okay? So for part B then, let's see here. It says a birthday party is to be held on a weekend. So it is certain, let's look closely here. If it's on the weekend, that includes just Saturday and Sunday. So is Thursday a weekend? That's the question, because it says, so it is certain that the party will be on a weekend or on a Thursday. So let's see here. Is Thursday on the weekend? No way. Thursday's over here. Okay. And then this is my weekend. So if the birthday is to be held on the weekend, that's outcome number one, and that's outcome number two. So is it possible to be on a Thursday? Absolutely not. So we need to say for B, we need to say false. Okay, so let's say false then for B. So write B, and you can say false. And the reason is Thursday is not a possible outcome, or Thursday is not on the weekend, something like that. You can write whatever you'd like. Thursday is not on the weekend. Okay, oops. All right, that should do it for that. Okay, oops, trying to get my magic wand here, if I can, and make my handwriting a little bit nicer. Let's try that one more time. There we go. Hopefully you got that all, guys. I think that should do it, or close to it. All right, that's perfect. Okay, then let's look then closely at C. It says there is an equal chance of getting an even number or an odd number when rolling a standard die. Okay, I have some dice here. Die being the singular, dice being the plural. So we've all heard of dice before. And what are the potential options? Well, let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 would be the potential options. So it says there is an equal chance of having an equal or odd number. If you roll these dice or die, those are our odd numbers. So there's 3 odd numbers. And then these are our even numbers. So obviously there is an equal chance. So we could say, again, all right, let's write there. And then we should say true. And you could say these are the possible outcomes. Or you could say there is an equal chance of getting an even or an odd number. I think we should say rolling. There is an equal chance of rolling an even or odd number. Okay, hopefully you can read that there. I know it's a little scrunched in there, but that's all right. I think it's legible, perhaps. I'm not sure what's going to happen if I use my magic wand. We'll find out. Let's see how it reads that scrunched part there. We'll just circle everything and see what it does. And voila. Ooh, true. There is an equal chance of rolling an even or odd number. That looks pretty good. My numbers look a little messy, but I'll just erase this part, and that's pretty good right there. Okay. So that's C there. Doesn't look really like a C, but there's our answer. Okay, so let's go on to part D. I think we're almost finished with this page. And part D says it is impossible to pick a green pen. Why don't we use our colors here and highlight green? All right, so we have a green pen from a bag containing red and blue pens. Let's see here. Let me circle red, red. All right, and then let me circle blue, blue, just for fun here. There we go. So is it impossible to select a green pen from a bag containing just red and blue pens? Well, I would say that's a true statement. It is impossible. So we should say that it is impossible to select a green pen. And let's write this in green. So we'll use a green pen color. And I'm going to put this all the way down here because I've run out of space here. So D, we should say, is true. And you could say it is impossible to select a green pen from a red and blue pen, or you can say the only possible outcomes, or the only possible outcomes are red or blue. Okay, so you should say red or blue. We have A, B, C, and D finished there. So hopefully you have page 153 finished.